So the Groundhog Marathon started in 2013. It's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 6 laps around Millennium Park. It's always on Groundhog's Day. There's always a bunch of snow and it's usually cold. So 2013, this is the sweatshirt, this is the bib I wore, and this is the medal. And this is the stupid hat that I got. I like this one better. Now in 2014, this was the bib I wore, and this was the medal that took 5.5 hours to get because the course sucked that year. Of the full marathon, only 38 people finished. In 2014, this was the bib I wore, and this was the medal I got. I have 3 years worth of GoPro videos that are going to be a part of this video. They do have age group awards. Sometimes they look like this, sometimes they look like this, or this, or this, or this. So I have a groundhog patch for some reason. 2016 was a little different. That year, when I ran the Groundhog Marathon, it was actually my 100th race that was a marathon distance or longer. So I've done, at that point, 100 races that were at least 26.2 miles long. And that year, there was somebody else that had already taken bib number 100. So I couldn't get 100, but I'd always thought that if I ever put on a race, all of the bib numbers would be in Roman numerals. So, also in 2016, this was the medal. And of course I ran it again in 2017, and I don't know why I'm doing this. In 2017, they changed from having medals that look like this to having medals that look like this. So Groundhog Marathon has always used Millennium Park. For the first 5 years, it always started off at the trailhead out near John Ball Zoo. But it kind of sucked. They ran a shuttle bus. The course changed after it, but the course map looked kind of like this. So it was a lollipop kind of a course. There was an out and back section where you could see some people who were running the other direction. In 2017, I recorded some of the Groundhog Marathon race with my GoPro, and I was doing it that year as a part of trying to do at least 52 marathons in 365 days, and I did it. And I never made a video specifically for just the Groundhog Marathon, but here's what it would have looked like. That was some fine GoPro video. 2018, that'll look like that. I don't know what else to say about 2018. Started at Millennium Park at the newly completed parking area, and the parking is so much better at Millennium Park. They don't have to run that stupid shuttle. And the tent at the finish is underneath the pavilion. I carried the GoPro again. 2019, this is what the back of the shirt looked like. It's New Holland Brewing in the middle. New Holland Brewing's been in the back of the shirt every year, except the first one. I was told that there are 7 snowflakes on it because it was the 7th annual running. At the Groundhog Marathon in 2019 was my 200th marathon or longer event. So I didn't even ask for bib number 200. I just asked for bib Roman numeral CC for 200. Said the course map change 2018. Here's kind of an aerial view of what that looks like. So of course, again in 2019, did it with a GoPro. I'm chasing 5 hours. Thanks for being out here. Yep, that was me in the video. If you didn't recognize me from the race, maybe this will help. Couple days before the Groundhog Marathon, Facebook Live thing, kind of a question and answer. I asked a question and I apologize for the poor audio.
That's good. Any other questions, Betsy?
Is there an every year club from Brian Steinberg?
Well, you know what? There's not, but I see, Brian, you posted something on Facebook the other day and you counted up the guys that have done every year, and I appreciate that. It occurred to me that, you know what, we really haven't been keeping track of that, but I'm going to put on the Run Sign Up page so that it's out there. It's like these are the guys that were there every year. So the 7-year club will start, now. I'm looking to you, Brian, to kind of update me on that stuff. Brian Steinberg, incidentally, a couple years ago was wearing the number C, which is a Roman numeral for 100. This year, Brian is wearing CC, because in the last 3 years, he's done 100 more marathons.
Nice.
Including more than 52 in 1 year. Brian's a good guy. He's a local guy. He always is out there during staff day for Grand Rapids Marathon out at about 18 miles. He hands me a beer and
Shit, he's gonna pass you in no time, bro.
could you yeah, Brian's going to be the guy with more marathons than anybody in this town. I still got him by over 100, but
good guy. Brian, that sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah, it's no challenge for him.
So I guess Don put me in charge of this every year marathon club for Groundhog. As far as I know, for the marathon, there's only 4 people that have done the full marathon every year. There's me, Scott Van Loo, Matt Frazier, and Isaac Newhoff, and I think that's it for the full. The race director for the Groundhog Marathon also puts on a couple other races. One of them is the Grand Rapids Marathon. If you do the Grand Rapids Marathon in October and then do the Groundhog Marathon in February, from 2017 to 2018, you got another big piece of junk. 2018 into 2019, of course I had to do it again. 15th annual Grand Rapids Marathon. Both of them are actually supposed to be bottle openers, but you can't take this thing off. And they got smarter. They used Velcro The lanyard actually has Velcro, so you can take it off and you can actually use the... I got a bottle. It's a bottle opener. Also, I know there's a lot involved in putting on a race like the Groundhog Marathon. I know there's a lot of volunteers and staff that show up year after year, and I have to thank them all. I've been there 7 years. I think some of them have been there all 7 years. At least most years, Rudy and Laura have been sitting out there in the cold and the snow taking pictures of everybody. And then they post them all to Facebook, and then people like me steal them, and then I put them in my video. It took an hour to get all of these off of that dumb curtain rod, and now I need to try to figure out how to put them all back.